I create ease in my home, abundance in my life, and joy in my role. I invest in what serves me, embrace the luxury of simplicity, and build a life that feels as good as it looks. In this space, we honor ease, elevate our standards, and redefine what it means to be a modern woman. All right, you guys, welcome into the Solstice Stoic. It's Monday morning. It's a little bit gloomy, but it's still a beautiful day. I pulled our cards, so let's get started. Let's see what we're gonna do. We have 6 cards. Yeah, 6 cards. All right, let's start with this one. Self-trust. I trust that adversity can teach me something even when the lesson is hard. Oh, Lord. I know that could be really difficult for some people. I trust that adversity can teach me something even when the lesson is hard. I've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. And sometimes it feels like whatever we're going through that's negative, that's like really taking a toll on us, is never going to end. But I think while we're going through our tribulation, our trial period, I think that we need to keep mental notes on the little details. You know what I mean? There's like in the last video, I always talked about for everything negative going on, there is a silver lining. And I just think that instead of waiting into the end of the trial in the adversity, I feel like we should, while we're going through, we should definitely take note of little micro lessons within the trial. So by the time the end comes and you're over it, you're out of whatever situation, I would also write these things down. Keep mental note, write a physical in your journal, something of things that, okay, I'm going through this. This is what's happened today. This is the positive that I believe could come from this. You know, talk about what happened that day while you're going through your issue, and then try to find a positive or some type of positive outlook on that particular day, day by day, until you get out of whatever you're in. So everything that we go through, I believe there is a lesson to be learned. Now, I feel like people do go through multiple things because one, either it's the same scenario, different scene, because they didn't learn the first time. We all go through it. It's not something that is like abnormal or anything. So you're not weird if you seem to be going through the same stuff over and over and over. It's not, you're okay. But I do believe that when people are going through things, I believe that the reason why they keep going through things is because they're not even taking mental note of what is happening throughout their entire trial. They're not taking notes. They're not, figuring out solutions to the little micro things in the bigger picture. So I trust that adversity can teach me something even when the lesson is hard. And when the lesson is hard, that means that sometimes it can mean that you lost something, meaning like somebody could have told you something and you heard what they said, but you didn't listen to anything they said. So now you either lost money, you lost a job, you lost friendships, you lost relationships. You could even lose yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lesson to be learned. And if you don't learn from it, you're just going to keep going through the same cycle. Okay, let's get into our journal prompt. In your journal, on or on a piece of paper, make 2 columns. On the left column, list anything that feels challenging for you. Okay? At this time in your life. So make 2 columns in your journal, make one side and list your challenges that is going on currently in life, okay? In the right column, write one lesson you're learning or have learned from that challenge. Adversity is inevitable, but if we look closely, we can see that each difficult thing we face can teach us something about ourselves. It sure can, because it'll bring out things in you that you didn't even realize about yourself. So like you'll realize that you may not be a good listener. You may realize that you may not be a good strategist in certain things. This could pertain in your business and personal life as well. So it could also bring out personality traits that you didn't know that were in you, that were dormant. You actually will learn who you are in times of trial. And you want to know that part of you. You don't want to know what you're just like when everything is good, gravy, money's flowing, because you do want to know that, but you also want to know how you respond in trials, you know? So that's why you could tell people who've never gone through anything and people who have. And if you've never gone through anything, any real trials in life or any trials period, because you've been sheltered, protected, or whatever, your response to trauma is going to be severe compared to somebody else who has gone through things, learned from them, and also learned how to get out of it, you know? So that's a little side note. Okay, adversity is inevitable, but if we look closely, we can see that each difficult thing we face can teach us something about ourselves, allowing us to emerge stronger and clearer. So yes, I trust that adversity can teach me something even when the lesson is hard. And it definitely will teach you a lot about yourself. And it'll definitely teach you about others too. So when you're going through all these trials and stuff, you'll see who your real friends are. You'll see who the family members that actually care about you and actually don't, based off of what you're going through that may be difficult for you. Because of course, when everybody's happy, things are happy, money's flowing, like I said, you yourself, you're not thinking about no trials, you're not thinking about any of that, and neither is your family and friends. Everybody wants to be around everybody want to be outside, but as soon as shit hit the fan, then you'll see who the real people are around you. So it'll teach you about people as well too. So, all right, if you are watching this on social media, if you want to watch the rest of the affirmations, we have 5 more cards, and we are going to be covering healing, self-love, boundaries, personal power, and letting go. If you want to watch that, you can go to missparkertoyou.com, get the premium membership. It's $100 one time, or you can join as a resident member at yourthirdhome.com for as low as $25 a week. Yes, that's an actual plan where you pay $25 today and you're in, and you will get the full reading for this week's affirmation and journal prompt card pull. So, all right, let's continue with the draw. Okay, let's see. What are we picking? Okay, next card is healing.